I'm the editor-in-chief.
And I'm a managing editor.
I'm a managing editor for Tiger Times Online.
The executive copy editor.
It probably has to be my first communion, because communion is something that's very special to Tiger Times and exclusive to Tiger Times as a class. And I think having that as my first experience, getting to do that for the first time was really cool because I got to hang out with some of my closest people, not just in my grade, but also in the upper grades as well. So yeah, just communion, first communion.
I think my favorite memory was back in 10th and 11th grade when we were back in Miss Grant's room. Me, Joey, and Daniel would just sit in the corner and we would play Wordle. We would play Wordle and the other New York Times games such as the spelling bee, the crossword. It was very fun, and I think that's probably my favorite memory.
I think it was definitely when we had group activities, whether it be communion or Secret Santa, because I felt like we don't have much of an opportunity for us to really talk in a very unified environment as much as those spirit-heavy environments.
I guess my favorite memory from Tiger Times is when a teacher came up to me and said that she liked my article because I felt like my writing was resonating with people, or at least people felt that my writing was compelling.
I think that I've gotten a lot more confident, and not just in my writing abilities, but also just being able to go up and talk with someone. I think Tiger Times you get used to just interviewing people who you're unfamiliar with, and I think that you're able to carry that skill beyond the classroom, whether you're meeting people for the first time or you're just trying to carry on a conversation, ask interesting questions. I think that's really awesome.
I've definitely grown as a writer and as a thinker as well. Even before Tiger Times, I would read the news, but now that after having gone through Tiger Times, I'm able to see bias, able to see the nuances of global situations. I have a lot more knowledge about world events, and generally as a writer, my grammar improved, my writing style has changed significantly. It was helpful for classes and even college apps.
I feel like I've definitely strengthened my capabilities in terms of writing, and I think that there is a clear difference between journalistic writing and just writing in, let's say, your English class. And I felt like learning about that difference has definitely shaped or strengthened me as a journalist specifically. And I felt like, yeah, that was definitely a very pivotal role, learning the foundations of journalism. But I guess working as an editor with other writers has definitely shaped my ability to edit articles as well. And so I feel like there was definitely a learning curve for both learning myself how to write and editing for others.
I feel like I've grown in Tiger Times over the years by finding my own topics that I felt like I could write compelling articles on, and try to approach topics from new angles that I feel like gave insight into what topics I was knowledgeable on, and kind of ideas that were interesting to people as well.
I was a little scared. A lot of this, I didn't know a lot of the upperclassmen back then, and so it was a bit scary at first. But I think, as with any other year, as you just go along, you kind of grow with the people you're near. So I think I've gotten a lot more comfortable just approaching people who I'm not really close to.
Oh, it was scary. The seniors at the time were pretty intimidating. I think this is a universal experience when people first join Tiger Times. A lot of people feel nervous, but I got used to it and it became fun.
I think I was very skeptical and very doubtful about my capabilities, especially because I've never really done formal journalism or journalistic writing. And so I felt like there was a lot of skepticism surrounding that, and I was very wary about where my capabilities lied because I had no prior experience. So I was just very scared, but I felt like being with upperclassmen that really knew how to guide underclassmen, it really did help guide me into the right direction for journalism.
When I first joined Tiger Times, I thought it was a very inviting community. A lot of the upperclassmen were very caring, and they were also very willing to talk with us and kind of be more open to ideas that we brought to the table. And I felt like that kind of helped all of us feel like we belonged there, and each of us have a place in the paper.
I would say don't be afraid to get close to the upperclassmen. Like, I know when I was a freshman or when I was a sophomore, I was extremely scared to talk with other people, but as a senior, like I'm like extremely willing to speak with any sophomore or junior who comes up to me. So just know that all the seniors in Tiger Times are really good people, and that they'd be extremely glad to help you out in any circumstance. So yeah, just don't be afraid to reach out to your editors.
I would say just don't slack off. Keep up with your deadlines. Keep up with your writing. Tiger Times is all about improving yourself. Listen to your editors. Take their advice, and just you'll grow as a writer and as a person.
For future Tiger Times members, I feel like what I experienced before I joined Tiger Times was the fear that I wouldn't be able to catch up, because I felt like other people who were accepted knew about the style guide, they knew about these grammatical styles or these expectations. But I feel like for future members, I really want them to know that you really don't need to know anything about journalistic writing when entering, and that we really do offer like the foundation for this form of writing, so they shouldn't be so scared as I was initially. And for Tiger Times members currently in Tiger Times, I kind of want them to know that the skills that they learn in Tiger Times will probably guide them entering into university. And I feel like in my senior year, I've really been able to feel that and kind of reflect on that this probably will help me entering university. So yeah, everything kind of plays out as it should.
Some advice that I have for future and current members of Tiger Times is to kind of try to push the envelope of what you can do on the website, and kind of find new ways to convey information and make your articles interesting, and to also stay curious, kind of explore new topics and not just stick to one focus throughout your entire career as a journalist, because there are a lot of things that I wish that I could have wrote about that I didn't, because I felt like I wasn't knowledgeable enough, or I didn't have enough of a strong passion for it. But looking back, if I wrote on those things, I feel like it would have made me a more complete journalist and a more complete writer as a whole.
When you get to your new colleges, make sure that you get a good work-life balance. That doesn't mean study all the time and not party or something like that, but what you need to do is also find time to socialize. Not only finding time to socialize, but a lot of the places I've been, the students will tend to go to that university and hang out with other people from their country in their shared culture and shared heritage, etc. Branch out and meet a lot of different people that'll help in your daily lives and later in networking, etc. I mean, just good luck. I know you're all gonna do wonderful, but I mean, it kind of goes back to my advice before. Just make sure that you work toward having a nice, happy life, and not always just having to gain that grade, that promotion, etc. Find a good balance and and come and see me here at the school.